Welcome to Everyday Happiness, where we create lasting happiness in 2 minutes a day through my signature method of intentional margins, creating harmony between your to-dos and your priorities, happiness science, and musings about life. I'm your host, Katie Jeffcoat, and today we're talking about my concept, intentional margins. Yesterday, you looked at your calendar and you wrote down all the have-tos, the commute, the meetings, the kids' activities, the dentist, all the things you have to do. The rest is your margin. And the big question is, how do we make the absolute most of our time so that when we create a fulfilling life in our intentional margins? What I found is that when we aren't intentional, we look back over the day and we wonder, what did I do that was in my priorities? I felt so busy all day. You know the saying, days become weeks, weeks become months, months to years, and pretty soon we're checking the to-do list and we're on autopilot. Intentional margins is that filter to identify what matters most, your priorities, and figure out how to make time for them. So that when you look back at the week, you have a win, recognizing that you did live in your priorities, and in fact, you're creating a fulfilling life. For a lot of us, it's just about awareness, when we, for a split second, just turn off the autopilot. Now, if you think that's not you, and you don't actually have a moment for your priorities, I invite you to think about how much margin you might have, those pockets of time, and what are you doing to spend time in those priorities? What are you focusing on during that time? It could be 15 minutes here and there, or an hour or two in the evening. So tomorrow, we're going to talk about creating intentional margins using my impact method. In the meantime, let's connect on social at Everyday Happiness with Katie and join the community on the hashtags intentional margins and Everyday Happiness with Katie on Instagram.